Connor.
Hey Christian, how you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for meeting me in the conference room.
Oh yeah,
have a
of course.
seat. Sit here.
Thanks.
So Connor, I called you in today because we really like the work that you do here in our company.
Oh, thanks.
We feel like you're a potential leader, and so we have a new assignment for you. This is coming from the top.
Okay.
I just got off the phone with a new nonprofit called Foundation Paraguay, and they have an assignment for you and a couple other people here in our organization.
Okay.
Michael and Aubrey, you haven't met them before. They're great workers.
Okay.
So you're gonna have some new group dynamics.
Sweet.
The project is as follows: Foundation Paraguay is a nonprofit that works to understand how poverty looks in new cities. And the city we've assigned you and your group is Stockton, California.
Okay.
So we want you to go in, look at the statistics of Stockton, understand how they're struggling based on these indicators called stoplights that Foundation Paraguay, I'll give these to you.
Okay.
They've established, and so you look at these indicators, you understand which ones are specific and important for Stockton that you feel like Foundation Paraguay could work on, and then look for companies or organizations that are currently there in Stockton that you could then line up to be partners there at Foundation Paraguay.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the team. I'm Connor. I'm from Rogers, Arkansas, and I've been with the company about 5 years. So since we're all new, maybe Aubrey, you want to introduce yourself?
So I'm Aubrey Jackson. I've worked for the company for about 2 years now, and I'm from Tucson, Arizona.
And I'm Michael Wickenlooper. I'm from West Jordan, Utah. And I've been with the company just a little over 6 months now.
Okay, great to have you both. So we're gonna jump into the project now for Foundation Paraguay. You guys got the email with the stoplight indicators.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you look through those, and we're just using those to assess the poverty in Stockton, kind of come up with some statistics to help us finalize our findings, and then find an organization that we can. You have a question?
Yeah.
To establish the team norms, I want a low power distance between us, so you don't have to raise your hand or anything. It's okay.
Okay.
Just go ahead and jump in.
I just had a question
Yeah.
about like what the statistics are supposed to be about.
Oh, sure. So we just want to find something to help support our research. So we're going to find statistics to see where Stockton's the weakest in terms of poverty and how we can basically go at that. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so with that being said, any questions on this? Does this all make sense to you guys?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's get right to it.
Okay.
Man, it is getting late. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back.
Hey Aubrey, do you understand what we're supposed to be doing with this project?
No, I'm actually really confused. I feel like I don't understand exactly what we're supposed to be accomplishing or what our deliverables are going to be.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like a lot of the focus is supposed to be on the indicators, and maybe just focus on what's best for Stockton. What do you think?
I think it's basically all about the organizations. I mean, finding community partners is really the most important thing.
I don't know if I like really agree though, because if we're able to really assess poverty there, then we can tailor the organization to that.
Okay. Something you should probably know is seniority is really important in our company. So I think you're going to have to go with me on this one.
Well, I think that we should probably have a crucial conversation when Connor gets back.
Guys, thanks for coming to have that conversation with me. I think that we really cleared up our role ambiguity here. You guys feel better?
Yes.
I feel better, definitely. Any last thoughts before we kind of crack down on this project a little bit more?
Well, I feel like since our team is starting to normalize a little bit more now, if we really want to start performing, performance it's sort of a factor between motivation and ability and our environment. Now that I understand our abilities more, I feel like we have the right environment. I actually am a lot more motivated to start actually helping the people of Stockton. I'm starting to get the vision of what we're doing, and I feel like we'll work really well together as a team.
Great. Awesome. Okay, guys. Let's get to work.
Hey Michael, what do you think? I think we need to add an indicator to this dimension.
I think so. I think the statistics would support that.
Perfect. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I'll send that over right away. Thanks, Kevin. Guys, I just got a stellar lead on an organization we might be able to work with.
Awesome. Wow, guys, I found some really good data on unemployment in Stockton.
Awesome.
Nice. I like that one. That's good.
Wow, look at that group. So cohesive. Like the 2011 Mavericks when they won the NBA championship.
Guys, we're presenting in 2 days. We've got to hustle. All right, guys. I think we're ready to present to the foundation.
Hey guys, thanks for coming in. I've been looking over your report and it looks like you've got a lot of really good data. My name's Jason. I'm one of the representatives you guys have been working with from Foundation Paraguay. And just to get things started, I'm really eager to see how are you guys able to incorporate the poverty stoplights into your research on Stockton?
So we took the 50 stoplight indicators that you gave us actually, and we created a canvas to see which ones are the most relevant and where Stockton is the most efficient. As you can see, we've come up with several areas. The top 3 are actually housing, education, and healthcare.
Tell me a little bit about those 3. What statistics were you able to find about Stockton and those 3 indicators?
Well, to start, in Stockton, 1 in 4 people actually live below the poverty line, and those same individuals actually end up spending more than they earn annually, so people are increasing their debt levels, and more people are continually spending money on housing more than anything, so affordable housing is an issue.
And then as far as education goes, 1 in 4 of adults over the age of 25 actually don't have a high school diploma. And so we thought that that's something that should be an emphasis that we should work on in Stockton.
We also identified healthcare as a really big need in the Stockton area. Over 23% of people are uninsured. Most people who are insured are on some kind of government program for assistance, and the number of people who are uninsured might actually be higher because most people who are living in poverty are undocumented.
So from your research, did you make any changes to the stoplight indicators?
A great question. We created an indicator in the dimension of organization and participation. We found through our research that the community health needs assessment said that the suspension rate was 7.9% of all students, and that 15% of 11th graders were a part of a gang. And so we created a stoplight indicator indicating what their youth involvement in the community is, from gang affiliation to service oriented.
I really like the way that this indicator is represented. I think that you've separated this out in a really nice way from if they're in a negative organization to if they're actively participating in a positive one. So good job on this.
We also have some community groups that we thought would be a good fit that Aubrey can talk a little bit about.
Thank you. So like Mike was saying, we have some recommendations for you as to community partners that you can use to actively implement the stoplights into the Stockton community. First of all, the Center for Community Involvement at the University of the Pacific is a really great organization, and they have the resource of a lot of willing volunteers who can actually take the stoplight into homes and provide that survey to the people in the community. Next, we have the Community Partnership for Families of San Joaquin, which really has a lot of the same goals as the organization. They really want to help families identify their own needs and be able to solve them, which is something that the foundation is definitely working towards as well. The Young Life organization actually has a center right in Stockton, and they're focusing on youth and helping youth all over the world who are in poverty to get out of poverty. And lastly, we have the Dome of Hope, which provides resources for families to achieve their own goals, which is something that's also really important to the foundation. So we were thinking that these were really awesome community partners that the foundation could use.
Guys, thanks so much. This has been a great presentation. I think you guys did a really good job at getting a lot of good data that was really reflective of our stoplight indicators. My favorite part about what you guys have presented to us is not only how you got the data, but how you related that really to the people in Stockton. Then you took that data and you really targeted at some really good organizations that we can start to develop a relationship with to really start to help the people living there. So we really appreciate the work you've done, and we think you've done a fantastic job. You should be proud of yourselves.
Okay, guys.